Hey everybody, it's Jason from the Texas Gun Vault, and once again I'm coming to you with another field strip video. And today's field strip is going to be on the Hudson H9 pistol. Now normally I don't do field strips on basic pistols that have obvious disassemblies. However, this one was not as obvious as I thought it would be. Normally, I try to make sure these guns are self-evident when it comes to field stripping because we all know how to disassemble basic guns like SIGs and Glocks. And this one has what appears to be a takedown lever kind of in the typical spot and area you would find it on. And on this side, we have something that looks like you might want to punch through the frame. So I wasn't really sure what to do because this is flush. I tried pulling the slide back a number of times, different distances, tried pushing this out, and it just didn't work. So I consulted the manual and then went online. And then I discovered a bunch of people online do this differently than what the manual says to do. So I want to do it the way the manual says to do it. So we're going to drop the magazine first, ensure that there is no ammunition in it, set that aside, and we're actually going to need that in just a moment. Then we're going to pull the slide back and ensure that there is no ammunition in the chamber, and we are clear. Then we are going to pull the slide back and lock it open with the slide stop. Now that the slide is back, we can go to this side of the firearm, and the manual says to push out the lever. However, I have tried doing this with my finger. People say that they don't have any problems with it, but this one is really tight in this frame. So I found if you take the magazine in the corner of that base plate, you can push that one out. Then when the lever is far enough out where it's not going to rub on the frame, you can pull it down. Now hold on to the slide, release the slide stop, let it come forward, and then once it kind of goes into battery, you can pull the trigger, and now the slide will come off the front of the frame. You will notice that the recoil spring assembly stays inside the firearm. That cannot come out unless you take out the whole fire control group. And then to complete the field strip, you simply just pull out the barrel. And that is all there is to this. Very, very simple. But if you didn't know, and yours is in there kind of tight, you might not be able to figure that lever out. Now to put this gun back together, it's very simple, and I want to show you a trick. Of course, you put the barrel back in the slide. Now most people, when you reassemble a pistol, you're going to turn the slide around and then of course put it onto the frames. And I have done this a couple of times, and as soon as I move my thumb, that barrel drops and it doesn't always go into the frame like it's supposed to. And you're going to sit around and fiddle around with it, maybe move it around to kind of get it up there, and that doesn't work. I have discovered the trick to this because the recoil spring is in the frame and not in the slide, is to turn the slide upside down, let gravity do the work for you, and put the frame onto the slide, and then you don't have any problem whatsoever. Everything lines up. You pull the slide back, lock it open, close that latch, and then of course make sure you push it back through the frame, and there you go. And then drop the slide stop and reinsert the magazine, and then of course function check the pistol, and it looks like we are good. So that is how you field strip and reassemble a Hudson H9, and two little tricks that I discovered to make it easier. So I hope this video helps somebody in the future. So, as always, thanks for watching.